Kia Ora! Kia Ora! Kia Ora!
Welcome to my home of Tawangaherepa. I am Tutanekai, chief of the Ngāti Tama people. Welcome. I'd like to introduce you to Witara. Witara will now lead your tribe and your chiefs into my village. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
We call harakeke, also known as flax. Now it grows abundantly throughout New Zealand, was used for many things for the Māori people, clothing being one of them. In the early stages of weaving, we do gather our children at a young age to see whether their strengths would be here in Rāranga of this plant, which is what we call muka. Now muka is the base of our korowai, and how we get to the inner fibre is making a small incision into the flax, small cut here to the flax, not right through because you won't get any fibre. And you peel it away with a kuku or matu shell, which is also a multi-purpose thing.
Look at that.
So that is the base of our korowai. Now weaved into the korowai would be any native bird feathers. Most preferred is the kiwi bird, but today we go with any other native bird. We do have traditional korowai made, but they are most treasured to us today, so only worn for special occasions, which leaves us with synthetic material.
Now what you can see are these houses. These particular houses are called wharenui. They're not your house that you push up or set up. You will get punished anyway. When you get good at using that on a flat ground, then you move up to the hillside. Running up and down in a deep
simple strike and blocking movements. And different type of particular grid here. Let's fight. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Well, everyone else, if you'd like to make your way over to the next house,
all our markings represents the New Zealand kaka, the New Zealand parrot, represents your ancestry, your genealogy, and incorporates the mountain that you grew up by, the lakes, the rivers, the forest that you go by. These are these markings. Our woman, only the marking on her chin represents the owl bird, gifted to our woman when she gives birth to her first child. Again, the most, I guess the biggest achievement there was for a woman was to give birth and have a child. And she get the marking, the owl bird over here. And for some men, the markings on the nose, thighs and buttock. People traditionally, we use the green stone. The way we used it was only with our weight. The greenstone was shaped very similar to these here. However, our people only pushed at it, we only pelted it. Took us around 8 years to make a small house like this one here. The metal chisel knocked it down to 9 months. So can't find their chisel, but our poles here, these here, are like mailboxes. These poles here, they're like mailboxes. The carvings on the pole will tell people who we are, who our
nooses, being that they are slip knots. Once they hit you through, the more they pull, the tighter the noose got. Quite an easy trap here. Left our warrior with one quick stab. We had ourselves Kentucky Fried Kennedy. So that's this trap here. Behind me though are what we call pātaka. You may know them as pantries, cupboards, food storage houses. So they are elevated off the ground for ventilation for our food and also to keep out of reach of any pests. One in particular we did have, which was the bush rat. Slight difference between these two though is that the larger one would cater for a village this size. The much smaller one over here would cater for a small family of up to 4 to 6. You also do see some of our fishing nets, which are made from the fibres of the flax plant. Like you said, that fibrous material we call muka, which also made string, most of our underlays to our garments, and also rope. So that's all about this area here. If you have any more.
so that we were able to manipulate and maneuver our weapons, such as the short handheld club here, and also the 3/4 staff we call the taiaha that you would have seen our warriors brandishing out in the full court, the wero, the challenge area. Now that is just a very brief the tīrākei or tititoria here. Now this game must be played in pairs or in groups of up to large numbers. So you'd utilise 2 little short sticks like so, and in time with the music, the rhythm and the beat, you'll throw the implements from player to player in the hope to catch every item. Now if your stick that was thrown to you would drop to the ground, you would then be penalised or punished. Maybe 5 press-ups or something like that. But yeah, so we aim not to drop a stick. And this game would be, was used in traditional days to increase hand and eye coordination. Yeah. And another stick game we have, the tīrākei, which is a simple long stick like so. We manipulate it and manoeuvre this around the upper body, bringing strength to this area. But most importantly, it was used to bring dexterity and suppleness to the wrist. But at this time, ladies and gentlemen, you will be making your way now to the Hangi area where you will see your dinner being pulled up from the ground.
So basically it's an underground oven. Now what has happened is we've heated the rocks for about 2.5 hours. Now these are volcanic rocks, so obviously you've got to have a volcano in your country. If you don't, you can use metal irons or rods. Basically anything that can be heated up. So all we do is we heat our rocks on top of wood. This is called manuka. Everybody say manuka? Manuka. Yep, that'll do. Now, once it's heated, you can heat the rocks in the pit. Once the wood is burnt, the rocks will simply fall to the bottom of the pit. Now, the first sources of food we place closest to the stones are our meats. Now traditionally we come from the Tahitian Islands, so from those islands we brought the Kia Ora, which is a rat, and we've got the kuri, which is a dog. But nowadays we've got much more yummier things like lamb and chicken. So firstly our meats go closest to the stones. Now we wrap our meat up in baskets made out of harakeke. Can everybody say harakeke?
Harakeke.
Yep, that'll do. Harakeke is flax. So once it dries, basically the flax won't burn on top of the rocks. Now at home, if you want to make this, you can cover your food in tin foil. So first go our meats, then our root vegetables, our potatoes, carrots and kumara, and then our stuffing, which is in a muslin cloth. So folks, basically everything that was hot is put into the hangi. Okay, now that cooks for about 3 to 4 hours. So that's the time that it takes to cook a meal. Now once that time's up, all you've got to do is dig up the hangi and you've got a meal. Okay, so what we do is we put our wet cloth on top of the baskets and then we put dirt on top of it. That cooks for about 4 hours.
Kia ora! That was terrible. We'll try that one more time with a lot more enthusiasm. Kia ora! I am Te Wharenui, Chief of the Ngāti Tama people. Welcome. We first acknowledge our Creator and God, Io. Io, who created our Sky Father and Earth Mother, descending down from the heavens past pinnacles of mountains to the waters that flow to the sea. We also acknowledge those who have passed on to the spirit world. Both yours and ours, we salute, and will always be my family of Ngāti Tama will be up here on stage to entertain you with pastime songs and dances. Items you will witness tonight, such as the short sticks, titi tōrea or titi tōruia. Now the short sticks are played in groups of 4s up to large numbers of 8. The sticks are passed from player to player to strengthen eye and hand coordination. The long sticks, teed up tight, manoeuvred around upper body to strengthen
she was also a princess who resided on the eastern shores of our lake in Ōwhaka. And Tutanekai, a handsome young warrior who lived on the island of Maori, situated in the middle of Lake Rotorua. Now these two met at a social gathering, and they fell wildly and deeply in love. But because of social differences and status between the two, they had been forbidden to see each other. However, like any young couple in love, these two were not to be discouraged. So one evening, Tutanekai stood on the edge of his island and played his pūtorino, his flute. The sound then drifted across the lake to the ears of his loved one, Hinemoa. And upon hearing this sound, Hinemoa then crept out of her house, ran the rest of the way down to the lake shore, only to find that her father had pulled all the canoes high up onto shore, leaving her with no way of getting to her loved one. However, Hinemoa was a very clever and determined woman. She then strapped empty water calabashes around her waist, and this she used for flotation. She then slipped into the cold, dark waters of our lake and swam the 3-mile journey to be forever with her loved one, Tutanekai. Now today we're going to have two direct descendants from this very same couple, tagged as Hinemoa and Tutanekai, and they're going to sing one of New Zealand's famous love songs, Wōkare Karean. Kia ora.
Tōku